I'm a product of a mixed marriage. Two people who are of different races, who are just in love, and it never seemed odd to me. It's not, it doesn't happen all the time, you know, it didn't click that like, oh, they're of different races. I didn't think of it like that. I thought of it like, it's my mom and my dad.
This is our ongoing story about race.
A lot of emotion comes out when you talk about race and racism.
You can't say race doesn't matter. You can't say I don't see color.
It's about our town, our high-performing schools, our unsettling truths, and how youth led us toward the change we needed.
It's not always about why aren't students engaged. I think the question really is, how can teachers engage students?
Kids my own age at my school talk about their experiences and things they've faced.
It truly inspired me to go out and become more involved in so many different aspects of my community that I had never been involved in.
It is our community's story so far, but the issues impact every community in America.
They trained us to really understand the structures of power, not only within the school, but also within the community.
What do I like about the city of Davis?
I fell in love with Davis. I just love all the trees and just the kind of like the home like feeling that I get here.
I enjoy it. It's a great family atmosphere. He just seems really safe and clean.
I like to ride my bike around everywhere and eat organic vegetables, and this is a great place to do that.
I think it's great. I think Davis would be a great place to move to because it seems like the community seems a little smaller.
The sensitivity to the environment.
All the parks and the markets, and all together the people are good people. Crime's low, you know can't beat that. You guys got good schools too. Kids are nice,
Get a private school education in a public school. That's Davis.
Davis, California is located 15 miles west of the state capital. In 2006, Davis was ranked by CNN as the second most educated city in the United States. The population is 70% white, 18% Asian American, 10% Latino, 2.5% African American, and 0.7% Native American. Davis is home of UC Davis, one of the nation's top public research universities. The city is known for its college town atmosphere, its liberal, progressive politics, and high-quality public schools.
Things are good. We live in a nice town, people are smart, get an education, we have fun, and, we're lighthearted.
Davis Senior High School is the city's only conventional high school. It ranks in the top 10% of high schools in California.
Hello, folks, and welcome out to Davis High School. I'm Guy Haberman. Tonight, the Blue Devils will be taking on the Fairfield Falcons. Both teams are 1-1 in league. Well, it's cool and calm outside, but it's going to get loud and crazy in here. Blue Devil basketball is coming up next.
It just seemed like a normal game as far as intensity, from the jeering.
Students' cheers fueled the competition. Throughout the game, when Fairfield players had the ball, chants were heard that some would later call racist.
Who's your baby's father?
There was a lot of confusion, I think is what I remember, and people trying to figure out if that's something really indicative of racism, if that's just a few people getting riled up in the moment, or is this really like a greater social problem that we need to address?
Now entering the game is number 33, Ian Blair.
After the game was over, when the fans stormed the court, so to speak, we were just standing there, biting our lip, and our coach told us, to put it politely, get off the floor, go get on the bus. The coach gives you a talk and whatever, win or lose. It didn't happen. He went straight to the bus.
The
crowd rushes the floor, and the Blue Devils have held on for victory. What a ball game. The Blue Devils over the Falcons of Fairfield.
Ian Blair was a Fairfield player at that game. He wrote a letter to the editor of the Davis Enterprise, our local newspaper, that was published the following week.
I felt like Jackie Robinson during his first season playing Major League Baseball. Not only did the Fairfield High School players have to hear the fans' vulgar insults, but mothers, fathers, and children of all colors had to listen to the despicable behavior. Since when has crowd support and participation turned so ugly? Davis High School should be ashamed of the way its fans acted during the Davis vs. Fairfield boys basketball game. The racial slurs and profanity used during the game were hurtful to us, the Fairfield players, but they were also embarrassing for Davis High School. I have played in hostile environments before, but never have I heard such bigotry. This is not what I would expect from a school in the city of Davis, a city that prides itself on cultural sensitivity and enlightened thinking. It seemed less like Davis, California in 2003, and more like Birmingham, Alabama in 1960.
Davis High student Scott Dickey countered Ian's perspective.
While our chants can be mean, to call them racist is absolutely absurd. First of all, one of our best players, A.J. Riding, is of African-American descent. So why would we say anything racist? Go ahead and call our crowd mean. Many others have. We like our reputation and plan on keeping it. We don't like the reputation for being racist, though. Calling us racist just because we are jeering at your players? The letter writer from Fairfield has slandered a school that has done nothing to deserve it.
In 2003, Mariko Yamada was a Davis High parent and a deputy county supervisor. She is now a California State Assembly member.
When I first read Ian's letter and then read the subsequent letter from the Davis High School student, I believe it was Scott Dickey, I thought, here are two students that are presenting this issue to the community, and where are the adults? I did make an effort to get the school administrators to respond, and I really felt that the system brushed me off.
Ms. Yamada lamented the lack of a swift, strong, and clear public message that the Davis School District takes allegations of racism as seriously as promoting good sportsmanship, but that didn't happen. 3 weeks later, an African-American family in West Davis woke up with plans to go to the farmer's market. They walked out their front door to find racial epithets spray-painted across their cul-de-sac. It was the work of Davis High students after a Friday night party. The husband had played football for UC Davis, and the couple had recently settled in Davis to raise a family. They would eventually sell their newly purchased home and leave town later that year.
The spray painting incident occurred 2 or 3 weeks after the Ian Blair incident, and it seems logical now to see that when an opportunity that was lost to correct the behavior at the high school basketball incident, that it would give rise to allowing those same students to be emboldened to commit this other crime. And it was very shocking. It was very tense to think that in Davis we would have an incident that open and that brazen to spray the N-word on someone's driveway.